Hi everyone, Luke from PRD here, and I just want to give you a brief explanation on how the buying process works in New South Wales. Okay, the first thing you need to do before you start making any offers is make sure you do have the capacity, the ability to purchase the property, as in spoken to a broker, bank manager, or literally know you've got the money in the bank as such. So let's assume that step's been done. So you find a property you like, okay, and you decide to make an offer, okay. So normally offers have to be in writing in New South Wales, okay. Once the offer is in writing, the agent then is forced to submit that to the seller, okay. So it's always best to have the negotiations in writing. I like to call and send the communication through. So that's step one. Once you have successfully negotiated a purchase on a property, the property is not off the market, it's not held until you exchange contracts. This is where there is a branch in the road. Option one, you go to the agent, you sign a contract, you pay 0.25% of the purchase price, and that takes it off the market for 5 days. If you pull out for any reason, you will lose your 0.25%. This can often be extended to 2 weeks, okay, and that is a really great way of doing it because it secures the property. Yes, you are paying a fee for that, but it is deductible from the purchase price. So that's a great way of doing it. The old school way is once you've agreed on the purchase price, you then get your PES building and valuation, okay, and then once you've satisfied that all those are in order, then you exchange. Now this method often takes 2-3 weeks, and be warned, the agent can't legally hold the property for you. It's not the agent's fault, okay. The seller might say, hey, if someone else comes in, I want you to show them through, or I want you to submit offers. We have to submit the offers anyway. So definitely exchange the contract, get your PES building and valuation done during that process is the way to go. Okay, once the contracts are unconditional, then it becomes the waiting game. That is, there'll be another 20 odd days till settlement. Okay, and then on settlement day is when the banks and PEXA hand the money over and you get the title to the property and you get the keys to the property and the sellers get the cash. So that is the normal process. Now we are seeing a lot more deals these days with longer settlements, okay, or subject to. Subject to is very difficult, and so it's more a longer settlement that we prefer. So when you're making an offer, it's important to talk about price, conditions, and terms. So your price might be 800,000. The condition is subject to PES building valuation, and your terms is a 90-day settlement. So deal with those 3 things, and there's no hidden surprises. So it's a very straightforward process. Just speak to the agent, and we'll be happy to guide you through it.